Good afternoon and welcome to Mount Pleasant, the home of Batley Bulldogs, for the National Cup final between Hunslet Old Boys and Sharlston Rovers. Hunslet Old Boys are the current Yorkshire Cup holders, and they did pip Sharlston to the League Championship this year. Sharlston, after winning everything last year, bit of a lean spell for them this time round. They've got the President's Trophy to their name, which they won a couple of weeks ago at this very same ground. But they're looking to add the National Cup to their trophy cabinet this year. It's going to be an absolutely outstanding game of rugby league football. Hunslet Old Boys, they're wanting to make it a hat-trick of wins this year. Sharlston obviously will have other ideas. The ground is very heavy. A lot of games have been played over the weekend. That may pay some attention to the legs of the players this afternoon, but I'm sure both teams will be well up for this game. Well, as they line up then, the teams for today are Sharlston Rovers, Jeffick at fullback, Jack Kermond, Gareth Davis, Lee Lingard and Luke Beecher make up the backs. As the half-backs are Steve Dooler and Tom Wandless, Sean Emblem, Scott Glassell, Chris Bingham, and in the front row, Brian Sutton, Sam Ellum and Adam Sainer are the back row. The subs for Sharlston today, Lee Bettinson, Tommy Crowther, Jamie Milburn and Nick Taylor. The Hunslet Old Boys side is number 1, Luke O'Malley, 2, Danny Harrison, 3, Rick Hazelwood, Kieran Murphy at 4, and Pat Banks at 5. 6 is Andy Hollock, 7, Rocky Price, and number 8, Craig Miles, former Sharlston player, number 9, Jamie Bradley, 10, Jamie Fields, 11, Mark Holmes, 12, Mark Stubley, 13, Sam Thorpe. Substitutes for Old Boys today, Josh Murphy at 14, Wayne Foster at 15, Johnny Bradley at 16, Carl Briggs at 17. So teams are being introduced to today's dignitaries, members of the BARLA committee, and the referee today is Sam Ansell. It's always nice for amateur players that have not played professional to play at a professional ground. It just gives you an incentive to play better. Obviously a bigger crowd than you would normally get at your local game as well, and you never know, there might be people watching from professional clubs casting the eye over today's players, and maybe one or two of them may get picked up, who knows.
Number 19, Wayne Foster, number 16, Johnny Bradley, and number 17, Carl Briggs. The officials this afternoon are Paul Bishop, Callum Stroll,
Sharlston, as I say, winners of this competition last year, looking to add it to their trophy cabinet again. It's always a nice feeling when you lift up the trophy at the end of the game, but the game's certainly in the balance. Both sides have got good pedigree, and as both sides stand and sing along, I presume, to the national anthem. As I say, both sides got good pedigree. Can't forget that Hunslet Old Boys have had a fantastic season, Yorkshire Cup winners, League Trophy winners, and looking to add this prestigious trophy to their list for this year. So a round of applause from the spectators as they wait patiently as this game prepares to get underway. Sharlston look as if they've lost the toss and will play down the notorious slope here at Batley. Two weeks ago, they won the toss, played uphill first half. So it's always important when you're playing down this slope to get a good lead because teams, when they turn around in the second half with the slope, they come tearing into you, and it's always a more difficult proposition when you're playing up the hill. Scott Glassell then just been told to wait while everybody's ready. Referee Sam Ansell ready to get this game underway. And Scott Glassell does start the game. And Rocky Price then just catches it and just runs it up towards the 20-metre line. Bingham and Emblem into the tackles. There'll be no love lost in the early stages of this game between these two sides. Hunslet quite notorious for being a strong, tough, hard and robust side. Sutton taking it in. Glaslin acting half-back. Sainer looking to come across. Emblem takes it up. But Bradley's in at the tackle, and look at this ferocious tackling from Hunslet. It's good camera positions from Jamie Hobbs there, just with the post in view. Doola looking to set things in motion along this left-hand side. So Doola then out of the back to Jeffick. Jeffick looking for Lee Lingard. Lee Lingard not tackled. 10 metres from the Hunslet line. Glassell looking to organise things from acting half-back. Quick ball to Bingham. Bingham drives it in. Strong and hard runner, Chris Bingham. So, Doola then. Doola, little chip through. What's happening here? It's a good pick-up by the Hunslet full-back, Luke O'Malley. Tom Wandless and Doola in at the tackle there. Bradley tries to get it away to the short side, not making much yardage, and Sharlston really pinning Hunslet back in their own 20. It's a good drive, but also a good tackle from Steve Doola. Bradley again using the short side. Brian Sutton in at the tackle towards Craig Miles. Craig Miles, remember, ex-Sharlston player. Nice little step there, and Jack Kermond brings it back towards the halfway line. Luke Beecher in at acting half-back and scoots off, dragged to the floor by Miles. Glassell into Emblem. Emblem runs hard and strong at the Hunslet front row forwards there. And this is Sainer. Sainer never takes a backward step. Adam Sainer always knows the straight line to the line. Again, the post's in the way, but never mind. So Doola looking to shift across the field, looking for an inside runner. It wasn't there. Glassell scoots off from acting half-back, gives it to Tom Wandless. Tom Wandless steps and checks and then goes. Oh, what a nice try from Tom Wandless. Absolutely superb try from the young half-back. Glassell it was that shot off from acting half-back. Looked for Wandless, who was in support. Teared towards the line, saw that it was closing in, just managed to do a little step off his left foot, and then just changed direction and went over the line, just to the right-hand side of the post. So the first score of this final goes to Sharlston, and to Sharlston's number 7, Tom Wandless. It's always nice to get the first score in a final. Fills the team full of confidence, and obviously Hunslet licking the wounds there, just at the side of the sticks. They tackled quite well up to that point, but Glassell saw a little chink in the armour. Shot off from acting half-back and in support Wandless to score a nice individual effort. Glassell then converts from far out. Lovely kick from Scott Glassell. Been kicking well this year off the tee. 6 points to 0 in the favour of Sharlston Rovers. So Old Boys will be looking to get back into this game as quickly as possible. Don't want to give Sharlston a chance to increase the lead. Sean Emblem then brings the ball back towards the 20-metre line. Jack Kermond in at acting half-back, shoots off. Luke Beecher in again at acting half-back and tries to get some quick yardage up the field towards the halfway line. It's good play from Sharlston. Moving up the field, and Bingham comes in. Scott Glassell then to Gareth Davis, its first introduction into the game. Gareth, explosive, we know how explosive Gareth Davis can be. Glassell then just kicks the ball downfield. Hunslet collect. Good tackle from Jack Kermond, brother of Danny, as we all know, captain of the Wakefield Wildcats. Comes there just having a tilt for the Old Boys. Long ball out, Miles. Miles looking to make an impression up the centre of the field. Well tackled, Sean Emblem. Bingham and Doola all bring him to ground. So we're just on halfway. Hunslet Old Boys coming up the hill. O'Malley with the kick. Sorry, it's Price. Price with the kick upfield. Finds touch. Yeah, and the referee I think he's just got that one wrong. Yeah, he indicated to give Hunslet the scrum, and it was quite obvious that it was Sharlston's ball. So he's changed his decision, and it'll be Steve Doola to feed the scrum. And Jeffick will carry the ball forward. Been in outstanding form this year, Jeffick. And this young man has played well all season as well, Luke Beecher. Nobody has ever tried harder in a Sharlston shirt than this lad. Young Bingham. Emblem takes it forward. That's good yardage from Sharlston Rovers. Just over the halfway line in 4. And a ball steal from Craig Miles. A nice little pat there from Sean Emblem, saying thanks very much for the little piggyback. Takes us downfield a little bit further, and we can probably set up something and have a tilt at the Old Boys line. Glassell it is to restart. Wandless in at first receiver, ships it on to Emblem. Emblem then just takes it, drops to knees and elbows, quick play the ball. Glassell then shifts it back to Sutton. Sutton runs round the post and then gets idded. Glassell, Wandless looking to shove Doola out of the back and does. Long ball from Doola. Oh, that's a fine take from Lee Lingard, but an even better tackle from the Hunslet winger, Pat Banks, and if it hadn't have been for that tackle, I think Lingard would have been in. And that's Sam Ellum taking it in for Sharlston. He's a lad who plays well above his weight. Fearless in the tackle. Certainly very aggressive and strong when he runs with the ball. So Lee Lingard having to leave the field. A little bit of claret, as a well-known TV pundit says. Wandless then drops off Emblem. Sharlston putting a lot of pressure in the early stages on this Hunslet Old Boys line. Glassell in at acting half-back. Scoots off from acting half-back. Can he get there? Scott Glassell. And the ball has been raked out. So Penalty to Sharlston. All the pressure at the moment is coming from Sharlston, and with that pressure I would have thought personally that maybe they would have opted to run the ball rather than go for goal, especially being so close to the line and with the pressure that they've got. But Glassell, the captain, has opted to take the two and just knows Sharlston a little bit further in front. Simple kick, 2 points taken, 8-0 Sharlston lead, and in fairness, the first 10 minutes of this game belong to Sharlston Rovers. Hunslet have been starved of the ball, and when they've got it, Sharlston have been tremendous in defence, restricting the yardage that this team can make, and not many teams have done that this year. So Bingham then to drive forward. Tackling there from Banks and from Price. Beecher in again. Seems to be a thing for Sharlston where the wingers come in and try and scoot away and grab some quick yardage. This is what I was talking about earlier. This young lad can bust through tackles that you don't think that he can get through. He's only a slight lad, but he certainly does run with some aggression, and it's a bit of an error from Sharlston there, just trying to drop Sean Emblem back on the inside. Didn't go to hand, and so the scrum will form. Hunslet Old Boys ball on the Sharlston 40. Price to feed. Nick Taylor in at the tackle. Bradley trying to orchestrate things from the number 9 position. Looking to come back to the short side. So, Old Boys 30 metres away from the Sharlston line. Good quick movements towards the right-hand side defence of Sharlston, but Sutton's in there again. Miolik is just trying to make things happen down Sharlston's right-hand side, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle. Davis is in the thick of it. There's some finger pointing going on. Looked to me as if it's probably just no more than a grapple, but the touch judge was there, saw what happened. Nothing much more than that, really. Yeah, a bit of a head-eye shot, grapple. Gareth Davis guilty of that, so Bradley with ball in hand, looking to get Old Boys moving once more. It's a good run and straight at Davis. This is what happens in rugby league. The target sometimes the people that have caused the incident. But Davis stood his ground, and that's a fantastic tackle from Sean Emblem, helped by Sutton on old teammate Miles. And so comes quickly towards this right-hand side, and that's a superb individual effort from Luke O'Malley. Poor defence, got to say, really, from Sharlston. And look at the excitement on the faces of the Hunslet players as Luke O'Malley scythes through the Sharlston defence. Little step just off his right foot, just changed direction, cut straight through like a knife through butter, and slides over the try line just to the right-hand side of the sticks. So what a great response from Hunslet Old Boys, and that comes really from a mistake from Emblem, dropping the ball centre field, and then a giveaway penalty from Gareth Davis gives Hunslet good field position, and they've made the most of it. with a superb individual effort. A nice drive towards the right-hand side of the Sharlston defence, and then a quick switch to the right-hand side, flowing movement. O'Malley saw the gap. The rest is history. He scores to the right-hand side of the sticks. And O'Malley can take the plaudits for that. So it's Price then, Rocky Price, to try and add the extras, and does so. 8-6, all to play for. So how important will the decision to go for goal from Scott Glassell be as the game unfolds? Like I said, pre-game, it's always nice to get a good, healthy lead when you're playing down the slope here at Batley. 2 points, is it enough when the teams switch round? So Doola and Ellum in at the tackle, Bingham also in at the tackle. Sutton getting through some work with Glassell. Bradley then, just switching play. Looked as if he was going to go left, switched it quickly right, trying to catch the markers and A defenders asleep. Miles then, Miles to try and go forward. Craig Miles, strong lad, goes across the field. Hunslet dodging the post. Is it obstruction with the post? I don't know. Yeah, the referee has given obstruction. Ran behind his man, as he's indicating. And we're trying to run around the post here, Jamie. So Scott Glassell again, opting to have a shot at goal. I suppose Hunslet could say it's a little bit of respect towards them, knowing how difficult this game is. Champions, remember. So certainly no fools. Glassell pushes the ball wide. So the score still remains Sharlston 8, Hunslet Old Boys 6. So the restart will be from the 20. Thomas Wanderers collects. Can't get round the first defender.
That's a flop.
Jack Kermond in at acting half-back. Runs forward. He's met strongly by Miles. In that strong tackle. Jack unable to hold the ball, and therefore gives Hunslet the feed at this scrum because of the knock-on. So Hunslet starting to get a grip in this game. 3 in the tackle from Sharlston. Held the man up, gives the defence chance to get back. It's a strong run from Mark Holmes. Bradley in at acting half-back, probably looking to come right. Again, suspiciously like obstruction, but held on to the ball. Emblem in at the tackle, Glassell in at the tackle. Just a little lack of discipline, and Hunslet get the penalty. Price it is that kicks it towards touch. Josh Murphy, he's on the field. It's a good run by the Old Boys, putting pressure now on the Sharlston line. Glassell comes through, and this is Price. So Murphy in at acting half-back. Bradley, strong running number 9. think he's moved probably towards in the back row now as Murphy takes his position at acting half-back. It's a lovely pass. Short ball. But Sainer and Sutton in at the tackle. Short side used once again. Trying to keep the ball alive. Hunslet Old Boys, plenty of pressure. Like I say, I think they're coming back into this game. Certainly the first 10 minutes were all Sharlston. It's a kick towards the... Oh, it's an absolutely superb try. Yes, it's a kick towards the corner. It went straight over Luke Beech's head. And it was Banks who said thank you very much for Luke Beech's mistake. And he capitalised on it. Absolutely superb try. That was a really difficult ball to keep under control. It hit the surface and bounced up, but he managed to control the ball, grounded it neatly in the corner. And as I was just going to say, from the first 10-15 minutes where Sharlston have been absolutely in control, no question or mistake about that. I think Hunslet Old Boys have steadied the ship, battled their way back into the game, and they've taken the lead, and well deserved too. Very patient, building pressure, attacking the right-hand side defence of Sharlston and then switching the play back again, and it's paid dividends. It paid dividends for O'Malley's try, and it's paid dividends for the try of Pat Banks. Much more difficult conversion this for Price. Strikes the ball, but he's missed it. So as Sharlston trundle back towards the halfway line, they now find themselves 2 points adrift, 10-8. It is in favour of the Old Boys. Glassell then gets the game underway again. Yes, Hunslet Old Boys now. We've got the tails up. And they're coming up this hill with a fair head of steam. So Glassell and Bingham in the tackle. This is Bradley. Bradley goes through a gap and gets by Ellen. He's looking for support, it's not there. And Hick is the last man in defence. And absolutely copybook tackle from Jeff Hick. But they come out towards this right-hand side again. Oh, and if the pass had been a little bit better, who knows, Hunslet would have been in at the same corner. They've struck twice in the same corner for 2 tries. And if the pass had been better, Banks would have been over, no doubt about that. No other man in front of him. Beechy was beaten on the outside with the pass, but the pass just went to ground. And thankfully, Sharlston breathe again. Tigerish tackling now from the Old Boys. Miles and Co in the front row of the Old Boys are doing extremely well in thwarting the presence of this lad Bingham and Sean Emblem. It seems to be a forward battle at the moment. And the men in green coming up the hill just have got the noses in front, 10-8. Glassell moves into acting half-back, comes across, little chip over the top, notorious for this. Can he regather? He just couldn't quite manage it. There's a comedy of errors. The block from O'Malley on Glassell's kick through, and Adam Sainer just not able to drop on it. But like I said before, the pitch is very heavy, and that will probably contribute to a few handling errors today. So small stoppage in play. Hunslet then 10-8 in front, but it could have so easily have been another try. A searing break by Jamie Bradley. cut the Sharlston defence wide open, straight up the centre of the field. Superb tackle from Hick, but a massive quick play the ball by Bradley. Shoots the ball towards Sharlston's left-hand side defence. Beecher was beaten with the pass, but the pass beat Banks into touch. But you've got to say, Hunslet Old Boys at the minute on top in this game, and the important factor is that they're coming up this hill. Crowther then on the field for Sharlston. Goes in at the tackle again. Sean Emblem. Bit of a workhorse today, Sean. Looking to get involved again. Gareth Davis in at the tackle with Nick Taylor. Old Boys looking to move the ball wide on every occasion. And here we go again. Price looking to get the ball to Banks, and this time it finds hands. Dula keeps hold of Banks though. Big winger this Banks. Little kick towards the corner. Jeffick picks it up and does well, extremely well, Jeffick. This is Beecher trying to scoop round the presence of Carl Briggs. Emblem, it is with the responsibility of bringing Sharlston away from their own line. Scott Glassell looks to Crowther. Ball retention's never been Tommy's strong point. And he gets the ball ripped out of him, bit of a loose carry. Bettinson on the field. This is Bradley crabbing across the field, and it's Wandless and Sean Emblem that wrestle him to the ground. Extremely strong lad, this Jamie Bradley. Price it is, shows a dummy and goes. Bettinson and Crowther there just to bring him down. Murphy in at acting half-back. Dangerous times for Sharlston. Maybe the ball should have gone at that stage. Sharlston defending the line. A little chip through. Jack Kermond does extremely well. Oh, well done, Jack Kermond. That's what your wingers are there for. And when your wingers do that and get over the try line and bring the ball back into play, it fills everybody with a bit of confidence, and Glassell runs straight forward. That's a little bit better from Sharlston. And look at the urgency that Lee Bettinson's now putting into this side. He realises, does the coach, that Sharlston have been under the cosh for the last 20 minutes and they need some more urgency in the play. Scott Glassell drove at the heart of the Hunslet Old Boys defence and tried to get up for a quick play of the ball. Holding down was the call, penalty Sharlston. Bettinson then gives it to Nick Taylor. Nick Taylor goes through, but superb tackle from Mark Stubley. Crowther, that's better this time. Holding the ball, securing the ball. Bettinson looks to Dula. Dula tries to go and look for somebody out the back. It's not there, so decides that the best way is to keep hold of the ball and fights and gets it way in the tackle, but the post just obscuring our view. Bettinson then to play the ball with Glasslin acting half-back, looking for Sean Emblem. Dula to Wandless. Wandless looking for, and a little dummy from Tom Wandless. Couldn't see whether he was going to go clear. The post got in the way again. Dula, little chip over the top. This is Beecher, little kick forward from Beecher. Oh, my goodness. Hunslet then knocked on over the line, and if Beecher had have grounded that ball correctly, that was a try. But the ball came at him pretty quickly, I suppose too quick to realise what was happening, and Hunslet escape, but still they lead 10-8. Jeffick takes the ball on the halfway line, runs towards this left-hand side as we look. Suspiciously like the legs up in the air then, over the horizontal. Bettinson then trying to spur on his troops as he looks for Crowther, and Crowther comes on the inside. Miles in at the tackle. Long ball out, Dooler gives it to Wandless. Wandless looking for the ball out of the back to Glassell. Gareth Davis, what will Gareth Davis do? It's a little shoot off, a little kick through. Hunslet then not taking any chances, just kick the ball out of play. It's another restart from underneath the posts. So pressure from Sharlston. It's the second under the sticks dropout in succession on successive plays. Wandless then to Emblem. Emblem trundles it forward. Bettinson looking to get Jeffick into the action. Looking to get Nick Taylor away now. Oh, almost makes a break, Nick Taylor. It's better play from Sharlston as Glassell moves it to this left-hand side, looking for Crowther. Crowther drops the ball. It was right in the breadbasket as well. A look of disgust on Scott Glassell's face. As Tommy Crowther puts the ball to ground. He'd done the right thing, had Tom Crowther. Stepped off his left foot, came back on the inside shoulder of the defender, but unable to catch the ball. So Hunslet once more breathe a sigh of relief.
Hello. 10-8 down. Yeah.
Murphy off acting half-back.
Yeah.
Oh, a little kick out from Glassell. Sometimes discipline levels need to be improved. You do a lot of hard work in defence and then just give a silly little penalty away, and then the team comes up the field. You've got another 6 plays and a tilt at your line, so I'm sure the rest of the players won't be happy with Scott Glassell's decision just to have a little kick out. And then a bit of a reckless effort at a tackle as well there, so this is John Bradley coming forward for the old boys, just towards the 20, and they attack the right-hand side defence of Sharlston. It's a little drop-off move. Bettinson and Emblem in at the tackle. Dangerous times for Sharlston as they come towards this right-hand side of the field where they've had lots and lots of success, but that's a superb tackle from Lee Lingard. Man and ball tackle. So Price then kicks the ball high into the air. Davis and Kermond, and it's a fumble. And Glassell was there to rescue the situation. Davis up in the air, Kermond up in the air. Neither of them could catch the rugby football. And as it hit the ground, Scott Glassell was there just to tidy things up. Just touched down over his own sticks. So it's Hunslet Old Boys' turn to put pressure on. Good take from Price. Price waiting, then dummies. Tries to get around Doola, but he's not taking the dummy. Milburn in at the tackle. Murphy then gives the ball to Johnny Bradley. Johnny Bradley dumped to the ground from through Emblem and Doola. Stubley. Nice ball out of the back. O'Malley looks to the Old Boys left-hand side attack. They seem to be throwing the ball from one side of the pitch to the other, running the Sharlston forwards about. This is Bradley. Great tackle, Bettington. Great tackle. And Jeffick has to kick the ball over his own dead ball line. So, tremendous amount of pressure from Old Boys. This game swinging to and fro. The last 5 minutes obviously belong to Sharlston. Remember, 2 dropouts from underneath the posts, exerting a lot of pressure on the Old Boys. And it's their turn now to put pressure on Sharlston. This is the second consecutive under the sticks dropout from Glassell. Same catch, Price, but this time hits the forward running. Crowther in at the tackle with Emblem. Not legal, says referee Hansel. Just having a check to see what time's left. Shall we go for goal or shall we go for touch? Well, unlike Sharlston's decision on 2 occasions to go for goal, Hunslet find that they're coming up the slope, got the advantage, 10-8 in front, and they're going to have a tilt at the line. Tremendous defence. Milburn, Doola, Murphy then acting half-back. The big lad, Wayne Foster, running at Sean Emblem, no change there. Murphy then, Murphy feeds Bradley. Bradley out to Hollock. Hollock tries to hit the centre, Murphy. They come out at the other side and it's a try. Yes, absolutely superb. So, persistence has paid off for Hunslet Old Boys. They've attacked the right-hand side of Sharlston on numerous occasions and not come up with anything. But on this occasion, a nice little swift move to the short side sees the winger. Danny Harrison, flying at the corner. So Old Boys then, with all the pressure that they've had on the Sharlston line, coming up this slope, they've scored once more. And so we're looking at 14 points to 8 with the kick to come. And like I said before, Scott Glassell chose to have a shot at goal just to get those extra 2. Hunslet, not having any of that, decided to go for field position, and it's paid off. So a try in either corner for both the Hunslet Old Boys wingers. And that's a kick. It's a grass cutter, but it's managed to sneak over the bar from Price. 16 points to 8 as they come up the hill, Old Boys. And they fought the way back into this game. Exceptional play. First they attacked the right-hand side, then they attacked the left-hand side. Scott Glassell, even though his teammates weren't ready, decided to go for the long kick. Saw that Hunslet were a bit in disarray, probably still celebrating the try and the conversion. Great kick from Glassell, good vision. And that creates a dropout from underneath the posts for the Old Boys. So Luke Beecher takes the ball on the full, steps, and just gets over the 40 line. Bettinson to Milburn. Hard, strong run from Milburn. More of that's required. Bettinson looking to come to this right-hand side and looking for Dola. Dola looking for Wanderless. Little kick through, and it's a chase. And a good pick-up from the Hunslet winger. Harrison, the try-scorer. Just the marker's just going to sleep there and just allow Hunslet to get some valuable yardage and creep towards the 20-metre line. And that's Craig Miles coming up the field. Glassell, Emblem in at the tackle. Miles didn't like it. Bradley looking to try and force his way through Lee Bettinson, and Bettinson just put the man straight on his back, Jamie Bradley. And it's a scrum down. Tigerish tackling from Lee Bettinson. And the referee, after the first 40, blown his whistle. That's half-time and a moral victory for Hunslet Old Boys at the moment. Coming up this hill at Batley, 16 points to 8 to the good. And what will happen in the second half? Sharlston, they've been in for the tea, the oranges, the lemons, whatever you want to call it. A few harsh words from Lee Bettinson, I presume. And maybe a structure of how to play this hill at Batley and get back into this game. 8 points adrift at the moment. Beecher then in at acting halfback, takes the ball forward. Miles and Thorpe in at the tackle. Milburn goes forward, fighting quickly to get up and play the ball. Lee Bettinson looking for Lee Lingard. Lee Lingard brings play to within 5 metres of the halfway line. Bettinson looking for Dola. This is Crowther. Crowther steps inside, beats the first man. Bettinson looking to come to the short side. Glassell, little kick through from Scott Glassell, and Dola picks up. I had a feeling that was... I thought so as well, yeah. I thought that Hunslet player actually touched the ball, and that should have been play on with another 6 tackles to go. So, Hunslet Old Boys then, down this hill at Batley. We keep mentioning the hill and the heavy ground. How will it affect Sharlston in the later stages, when obviously the legs get tired? This is Bradley. Bradley's been an immense player for Hunslet Old Boys over the years. So Hunslet then, through Price, trying to get through Bettinson and Glassell, and can't, and finished off by Dola. So obviously trying to use the slope. That's a bit of a poor kick, I'm afraid. Never went nowhere near the corner. The ball's gone straight into touch, so therefore it's an handover, and Sharlston get a chance in the early stages of this first half to establish good field position. And a tilt at the Old Boys line. I think that was the 4th play, so it's not just a turnover, it's a scrum down. Ball going direct into touch. Doula it is to feed the scrum. Glassell then to Hick. Hick tries to go across the field and tries to get round the defence, which he's done on numerous occasions this season, but not now. Jack Kerman then. Jack Kerman takes the ball forward. Tigerish tackling again from Miles and from Stubley. Bettinson looking to feed Sean Emblem. Sean Emblem's been absolutely superb today. Great offload. Glassell then trying to work them all. He's Nice little sidestep and a trundle towards the old boys line, 10 metres out. Bettison looking to come to this side. It's Wanderless, a great pass from Wanderless. Kermon's in at the corner. Oh, what a superb piece of handling. Great work from Sharlston Rovers, but you've got to say that the field position came from an extremely poor kick by Price from Hunslet Old Boys. Gave the feed at the scrum to Sharlston. Hickett was that took it round, settled the ball down. It came back to centre field. Glassell had a little tilt at the line, 10 metres out, shifted the ball quickly to the right-hand side. The Hunslet left-hand side defence was weak. And great hands from Wanderless first of all into the hands of Gareth Davis. Once it got into the hands of Jack Kermond, it had try written all over it. Great response in this early stages of this second half from Sharlston. That's just what the doctor ordered. Superb.
Try score Sharlston Rovers, number 20, Jack Kermond.
Yes, it's just what the doctor ordered. Jack Kermond scoring in the corner. That just narrows the deficit a bit further. 16-12 with the kick to come. He's not been bad with the boot this year so far, Scott Glassell. But it's always difficult for a right-hand kicker. The ball always tends to fade away across the face of goal. It's not like kicking from the left-hand side where you can swing it in. So Glassell then prepares, approaches. It's a nice effort. It looks as if the wind caught that one. But it's always nice to get the first score on the board in either of the halves. Remember, it was Wanderless in the first half that managed to scamper over for the first try, but that didn't do Sharlston any good. 16-8 down at half-time. What will the scenario be at the end of 80 minutes? Sharlston scored first in the second half. Milburn takes it forward. Luke Beecher. Always seems to be the case where the forwards trundle it up for the first time and then the winger, either Kermond or Beecher, come in and try and grab some more quick yardage. A little stoppage in play. So Bettinson looking to feed Lingard. Lingard coming up the hill. So Bettinson didn't know whose ball that was. Doolett manages to rescue the situation. Glassell quickly up from acting half-back. Nice little short pass to Jeffick, but crashed into by the big second row forward, Stubley. And this is O'Malley, the first half try scorer. And that's Harrison taking the ball forward, just getting over the 20. So Murphy in at acting half-back. Looking for the big lad, Johnny Bradley, brother of James. Almost through from the big winger there, Banks. Murphy then looking to Hollock. Hollock little shows a step and shows the ball and a quick step and a quick change of pace. Almost gets through, but Taylor just managed to grab hold of him and hold him. So a nice kick up there from Price, but Doolett shows his professionalism, waits till the man catches it, and then tackles him man and ball. And Sharlston get the turnover. Beecher then Tries to get under the grip of Thorpe. Bettinson looking to get things moving here. Emblem, been an absolute workhorse today, Sean Emblem. So Bettinson to Jeffick. Jeffick comes into the line and almost makes the break and gets the ball away to Doola. Doola going up the centre of the field. This is better from Sharlston. Starving Hunslet of possession. Wandless to Davis, that combination. But Davis this time well looked after by Hollock. It looks suspiciously like a forward pass, but he gets away with it. Just Tom Wandless gives it to Crowther. Crowther then 30 metres out. Bettinson in at acting half-back. Shifts the ball to Doola. Doola tries to get the ball away to... is it Milburn? Yeah, Jamie Milburn. A nice little kick from Jamie Milburn. And Hunslet Old Boys under some pressure early in this second half. And it's always nice when a team complete the set and get another set of 6 from the kickoff, from the restart under the sticks. Fairly lengthy kick. Crowther then, Crowther tries to get round Murphy and can't. This is Luke Beecher once more. Scooted away from acting half-back, 40 metres out. Bettinson looks to drop off Emblem. Strong player, Sean Emblem. A real handful for the Hunslet players. And because of his work, because of his aggression in the tackle, trying to work it quickly for a quick play the ball, Hunslet holding him down, referee having none of it, just a quick warning. So Sharlston again starving Hunslet of possession and getting good field position. So Bettinson looking to Crowther to take them forward. Tom Crowther just towards the 20-metre line. Bettinson looking to come left. Drop off to Milburn from Doola. Doola organising things. Looking to get Scott Glassell away. Scott Glassell then a little bit of a step and a ball steal. So, looking at Carl Briggs, the number 17. He's been with Hunslet Old Boys some years. And his years of experience there. A one-on-one with Scott Glassell. Looked in a dangerous situation for Sharlston, but he managed to steal the ball, and look what's happening here as Hunslet try and push the ball wide. But Tigrish tackling once more from the likes of Doola and Milburn and Bingham. Murphy then looking to go to the short side, little drop off to Stubley. Stubley just gets to the halfway line. Murphy in at acting halfback, looking for Hollock, the number 6, and big Jamie Field. He's on the field now, so there was speculation that Jamie Field wouldn't have been able to play today because of a knee injury, and you can see the heavy strapping on the right knee. But he's an influential player for Hunslet Old Boys. Always manages to break the first tackle and offload, and a lot of good things come from Jamie Field. But the ball was put to ground and given Sharlston the head and feed. So as Jeffick feeds Beecher. Beecher tries to come back on the inside, but Hunslet still scramble across and cut out any threat as Hick goes forward. Trying to put him through the washer there as Bingham takes it up. That was suspiciously like a high shot, and the Hunslet player held his hand up to say he was sorry. The referee wasn't having any of it. So Field gets hold of Sainer. Bettinson then. Bettinson looking to Wandless. Wandless to Davis. Gareth Davis not having the best of games here at Batley. Unusual for Gareth. And acknowledges his mistake to the rest of his teammates. got to say, though, that even though Sharlston made a couple of errors, this second half so far has belonged entirely to them. They've starved Hunslet of the ball, and when Hunslet have had the ball, tigerish tackling, restricting the yardage that they can make, and they're getting a firm grip in this second half. This is Jamie Field, pushes off Tom Wandless, bit of a mismatch there, and a ball steal. Yeah. Gareth Davis. Referee says, bit of a ball steal, 2 in the tackle, can't do it. So this is the first time really that Hunslet have had chance to have a tilt at the Sharlston line in the second half. Bradley to the big lad. Stubley, I think it is. It certainly is. Tom Wandless went into the tackle. Didn't quite get his shoulder in the right place and took a big knock there. You could see that he dropped his shoulder straight away as Bradley comes back and attacks, and it's Bingham that's filling in with Sutton. Jamie Bradley in at acting halfback, shifts the ball out to Hollock and then to Price, and the big lad Wayne Foster. Hollock then trying to push the ball to this left-hand side. Davis tries to get hold of his man Bradley, but Bradley's strong. And it's taking 2 or 3 players to wrestle him to the ground as he forces his way out of Bingham's grasp, but Sainer absolutely bangs him to the floor. Jamie Field is dangerous in this situation. Long ball out, kick over the top. Jack Kermond did enough. And it was Gareth Davis who booted the ball out of play. So, tremendous amount of pressure at the minute from the old boys. Remember, 16 points to 12 in front. The next score is crucial. If Hunslet were to score here, it would be a difficult task, I think, for Sharlston. So Banks coming in off his wing to have a tilt. Get Sam Ellen, Bingham and Doola again in at the tackle. Price trying to push the ball to the right-hand side. Stops, checks, comes back. Bettinson, Glassell. Strong in the tackle. Bradley organising things at acting half-back. Good tackle from Steve Doola. Hit him around the chest region. Fairly lifted him straight off his feet. Hollock then gives the ball to Jamie Field. Jamie Field crabbing across the field. Now he straightens up, but he can't get away from Chris Bingham. Steve Doola. Bradley again, having a tilt at the line, but Milburn round his ankles. Oh, it's a knock-on, I think. It is. Lee Lingard had a play at that. Knocked on. I think the referee will bring it back, surely. Yeah, no advantage from that. So the scrum will go down. Sustained pressure from the old boys. But as much as the pressure is on, the defence is holding up well. It's a solid defensive performance. In particular, Steve Doola working his socks off in the defensive bracket, and supported by Bingham and Milburn. Certainly Hunslet's best part of the second half so far. So a ball, try to switch it back to the short side. Just look who's in the tackle again, Steve Doola and Bingham. Jamie Field running through as a dummy, a decoy runner. Hunslet, they try and get the ball towards this left-hand side. Sharlston's right. They've attacked that on numerous occasions, remember. Been successful once with a try from Harrison just about 5 minutes before the interval. But a swift handling movement there towards this left-hand side of the field as we look. The centre, Kieran Murphy, not able to hold the ball, so Sharlston can breathe again, take stock of the situation and bring it away through Luke Beecher. Bettinson looking for Lingard. Lingard, what a nice little run from Lingard. He's got support on the inside, but great tackle from the Hunslet defender. Dula looking to get Wandless away. Wandless to Davis. What can Davis do? This is the first time Gareth Davis had a chance to run, but he's well looked after and well marshalled by the Hunslet defenders. But Tewin at the tackle, had a stab at the ball. So the referee says it's an illegal tackle. Can't do that, can't rip the ball out when there's two in the tackle. Bettinson then organising his troops. 16-12 down at the moment. Bettinson looks to Wandless, Wandless to Bingham. Bingham takes it forward. There's been some crunching and some bruising tackling today from both sides. Glassell then, Glassell, a little step, slips in the mud here at Mount Pleasant, but manages to get a quick play of the ball. It's Dula that'll attack this left-hand side, and that's Ellum that comes on this short ball, only about 5 metres short of the line. Dula, what can he do here? Looking to go on his own, Steve Dula. But it's good defence. He's held up over the line. This game, exciting, ebbing and flowing. It's at one end, it's at the other end. Excitement all through. So it's a long ball. Glassell looks to Wandless. Wandless looks to a kick for Jack Kermond. Oh, it's just gone too hard. Tom Wandless, good idea. Saw that the Hunslet defence was up, so he just slid the ball behind them, and it was Jack Kermond that was a couple of metres shy of getting to the ball first. The ball just goes dead in goal. So just as Sharlston were relieved at the other end, Hunslet now relieved at this end. Fantastic game here. BARLA National Cup, Mount Pleasant. Hardly anything in the two teams, 4 points at the moment. Game could go either way. Bradley, in at acting halfback, decides to offload to Jamie Field. Jamie Field brushes Tom Wandless away. Glassell it was that managed to get hold of the ball and force it out of the grip of Jamie Field. But this is the intent of the big lad. Runs at the small guys, and even if his part stopped, he can still get the ball away. And just acknowledging to his coaching staff that he didn't secure the ball correctly, and therefore the head and feed will go to Sharlston. Dula shaping to a little drop off, but decides to keep hold of the ball himself. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that should have been a penalty towards Sharlston. What he's saying is that he didn't hold the ball correctly, which was nonsense. The tackle was made, and Steve Dula was thrown about, and the ball came loose. Referees had a good game, and we all do sometimes make mistakes, and I think in this instance the referee was wrong. It should have been a penalty, but it's history. So Bradley coming towards this left-hand side, Sharlston's right. They have been doing that a lot of times during the course of this game, but the defence on this right-hand side's tightened up. They're not getting the joy that they had in the first half from it. Bradley looking, just seeing where they're weak, and this is Field, and Field goes through. Great tackle from Tom Wandless though, but you could see the intent of Jamie Field. He went through the little guy, but Tom Wandless managed to scamper back, grab him by the legs, and as Jamie Field tried to offload, Gareth Davis was there to pick it up, and the touch judge is on. He's seen something.
I don't know.
Touch judge was straight on the field. Yeah, the second row forward, Mark Holmes, he's just saying to his Hunslet teammates, look, let's just calm down. We're still 4 points to the good. Let's not give silly penalties away. That's exactly what he's done there. So a little piggyback for Sharlston. They'll kick the ball upfield. It looks like Scott Glassell took a knock after the ball had been passed. Fair play to the linesman. You sometimes find that the officials will follow the ball with their eyes rather than what's going off the ball. And in this case, touch judge saw what happened, and the resulting penalty went the correct way. So Dola then. He's just going to tap the ball, take it forward through Adam Sainer. Adam Sainer tackled and brought to ground. Bettinson can see that there's some urgency required, but not that good. So it was a poor pass. Bryce Sutton looks quite disgusted at that, shakes his head. So things are a little bit scrappy at the minute, both sides. And you can see Carl Briggs, the Hunslet stalwart, he's saying to his troops, come on, we can do this, 4 points in it. It's Banks that comes in. Bradley again at acting half-back. Bingham in at the tackle and Doula. How many times have I said that today? Same two. Bit of a slip. But Hunslet established position here. Bradley looking to get field through. He's a big lad, and look at that, that's the way. He almost got the ball away. That's what Jamie Field's so good at. And you could see O'Malley there trying to feed off him. Excellent tackle from Bingham, forces the ball free. Brian Sutton dropped on the loose ball.
I can't believe you didn't see that. Swinging arm straight to the face. He stood straight over the top of him. Yeah. Interception, Gaz.
Yeah, there's Waldorf and Stadler in the stands, just arguing the toss about whether or not he got a swinging arm on the ground. So Brian Sutton will play the ball. Tom Wanderson at acting half-back, looking to Jeffick to take things away. Bettinson then urging his troops forward. He can see who wants it, and this is Bingham. Bingham takes it forward. And he's been taking some big shots all game as Chris Bingham, but he's come all the time, always looking for work. Posting the way once again. Sainer been told to get up and play the ball. Bettinson tries to get round the post but can't. Doula looking to hit Lingard. Lingard comes through. Jamie Field across there defending. I think that's loitering with intent, to be perfectly honest. Glassell almost. What's happened here? So Glassell actually stepped around Carl Briggs, but what's happened is, I think, as the player's been trying to chase what was potentially the kicker down, somebody's got in the way. I think it was Adam Sainer that just nudged him, and that's the cardinal sin. Not being able to find touch from that penalty. and gives Sharlston possession back, and this is Jeffick. Jeffick comes through. Oh, great break from Jeffick. Goes through, but that's a superb tackle from his opposite number, O'Malley. But Bettinson looks to Sainer. Sainer drives it forward. Hits and spins, and Briggs is there to finish him off. 30 metres out. Bettinson in at acting half-back, goes back left through Dula. Dula hits Glassell. Glassell long ball to Lee Lingard. Lee Lingard comes within 8 metres of the line. This is Glassell. Glassell goes forward, gives it to Dula. We're on the 5th and last tackle. What will Scott Glassell do here? Little kick. I just can't quite see what's gone off there, but it looks as if it's been a bit of a knock on. So pressure from Sharlston. 12-8 down. Sorry, 16-12 down. 16-12 down at this stage. About 15 minutes of the game to go. A try here would be just what the doctor ordered. Sharlston have handled the slope well in this second half. Wanderers looking for Davis. Drops Davis off. Davis grabbed by 3 tackles, but still manages to get the ball away. And Jeffick goes to the right-hand side. Jamie Field it is that grabs hold of him. Wanderers in at acting half-back. This is Brian Sutton. Brian Sutton, absolutely roller coasted down. 4 people in at the tackle. So this is Sainer going forward. 5 metres from the line. Bettinson looking to Scott Glassell, little dummy. Oh, great try, great individual try from Scott Glassell. Just dropped the shoulder to the left. Showed the ball to the defence. All the defence was going one way. Scott Glassell came back off his left leg, just propped it off his left leg. Nice little sidestep. Saw the gap, and he had the strength, he had the determination and the ability to dive in at the side of the post. And that's great relief for Sharlston. Drawing level, 16 apiece. Kick to come, but that must be so disheartening for Hunslet old boys who have held out for so long. But I must say, in the second half, Sharlston have acquitted themselves really well, playing up the slope. I thought that maybe Hunslet old boys would use the slope to their advantage through getting through 4 or 5 plays and then kicking it down into the corners and turning Sharlston around, but they've not done that. And Sharlston have starved Hunslet of possession. They've been patient, and the pressure in the end is told with a great individual effort from Scott Glassell. So with a kick to come, Glassell can just ease his side into the lead. It's there, you can tell the crowd on the feet and the cheers and the roars from the Sharlston supporters as the ball goes neatly between their sticks. 18-16 now, Sharlston lead. Dula picks up, takes the ball forward, runs at Murphy and beats Murphy. Bettinson in at acting half-back, looking for Bingham. Decides to go himself. Tackle from Murphy, the Hunslet substitute, number 14. Bingham drives it hard and straight and causes Hunslet some problems in that department as Bettinson gets the ball. Glassell looking to step and try and create something. But Field brings him down. Bettinson once again. This is Dula. Dula looking out wide. Kerman picks up. Can Kerman go to the line? I'm sure he can. Oh, great strength from Jack Kerman. And look at the delight of the Sharlston players. Oh, what a superb individual effort. Showed strength, showed determination, everything there in that package from Jack Kermond. His size paid off as well, so he managed to leap like a salmon in the air and took the ball, pushed off the would-be tackler and then had the speed and the strength to go over in the corner to the delight of his centre partner, Gareth Davis. So this game's turned fully on its head. Sharlston went in at half-time 16-8 down. Coming up the hill, you thought, is this a bridge too far? But not for these lads. What a superb effort from Jack Kermond. Deserved the plaudits of the crowd as well. Great individual effort. A little chip over the top from Dula. I think it just took a slight deflection. It took the sting out of it. Didn't go where he intended it to, but nevertheless, Jack Kermond was there to gather it and scamper to the line. Glassell, and he kicks it. What a superb kick from Scott Glassell. Absolutely superb kick. So that's really put the knife in, and it's dug it deep and twisted it round into the hearts of the Hunslet Old Boys team. Absolutely superb piece of individualism from Jack Kermond, and a great finish there from Glassell with the added 2 points. Short kick. And Hunslet managed to gather it, much to the dismay of Jamie Bradley. So what's the referee done? The referee's come across, and I think just the tackle will take place. I don't think there was anything untowards there. There's no dangerous play or anything. Gareth Davis just trying to push the man into touch, which we know it's illegal now. You can't drag or push once the tackle's complete. So the referee's quite right. Jamie Field trundles it forward. Murphy trying to get his team. Bradley will never say die. He'll take it forward. He's a winner. Murphy switches the ball. Lee Lingard comes in and tries to make a big hit. Oh, and he gets back. Fair play to Lee Lingard. He gets back in his defensive line to make the tackle. Penalty there. So Hunslet do need to score quickly if they are to get back into this game. Murphy tries to catch the Sharlston defence asleep on the short side, but Lee Lingard's quick and alert to it. So it's a long ball out then. So this is Briggs. Briggs looking to dummy and try and get around Wanderless and Sutton, and can't. O'Malley picks up. Jamie Bradley, and it's an interception from Gareth. What can Gareth Davis do here? He's beat the first man. Can't get round the second man. Good chasing back, good scrambling defence from the Old Boys. Jack Kermond in. Jack Kermond just gets over the halfway line. You can see the 40-metre line there as Bettinson hits Sean Emblem back on the field after a rest, and deserved rest at that too. So Bettinson then. Sean Emblem, penalty against him. And you could see the delight on Carl Briggs' face there. Bit of a laugh and a joke, but look at hands on hips. He's totally blowing out of the proverbial backside. Jamie Field puts the ball to touch. Good kick from Field.
Yeah, 3-4 maybe.
24-16 the score at the moment. Miles, ball out of the back. Ball out of the back once more, little kick over the top. It's a knock on. And look at that, that's... you can't do that, I'm afraid. Jeffick then taking the ball away for Sharlston. Miles drops on him, could be classed as a flop, but gets away with it. Scott Glassell looking for Emblem. Emblem then just crabs across the field, and then decides to straighten up. He's been an handful for this Hunslet side all game. So got Glassell then in for Dula. Dula looking for Lingard, but this time it's Bingham that gets the ball. Luke Beecher in at acting halfback, probably going to scoot off and has. Glassell takes the step, just takes it forward. No heroics. Just probably took a knock in that painful region.
We played better with Boyle against Queens, though.
Probably knowing Scott Glassell as well, he's just probably slowing the game down, knowing that there can't be long left and that Sharlston are 8 points in front. So Dula switches it to Thomas Wandless. Thomas Wandless then oofs the ball upfield. The ball just bounces nicely for Harrison. Harrison tackled by Kermond and by by Taylor, should I say. Nick Taylor. Jamie Bradley just puts the ball into touch quickly. Murphy wanting the ball. So Murphy then. Murphy to Stubley. Stubley drives hard at Nick Taylor.
He's getting better, mate.
And Jamie Field comes onto the ball, but look, 3 players round him. Bingham, Emblem, Sutton. No way forward for the big fella. This is Bradley. Bradley
well at 9, hasn't he?
trying to get the ball free. Can't do so. Murphy in at acting halfback. Coming to this right-hand side again. Great ball. And had Murphy took that, it could have been a try, but Kermond goes tearing up the field. Danny Kermond looks to try and get the ball inside to Tom Wandless. Tom Wandless picks it up, tries to scamper free, but can't do so. So Kermond once more, this time to Luke Beecher. Luke Beecher takes it forward, ducks under the swinging arm of Jamie Bradley. Bettinson looking to go left and attack where the shot. Sutton stops and checks and goes up the centre of the field. And this time,
finish it off.
It's a penalty for an head-eye shot. Now, if you're going to go for goal, this is the time to do it. Just run the clock down. 8 points to the good. Nearing the end of the game, Sharlston can smell victory. Scott Glassell probably just asking the referee how long's left.
Is that what he said?
Plus it gives his forwards a well-earned breather. The likes of Bingham and Emblem and Milburn and Taylor all done extremely well the defensive duties. Glassell then strokes the ball and the conversion is there, and that's the end of the game. So my fear was that 8 points down and having to turn around and come up the slope, the heavy grounds here at Batley, I thought it might have just been a bridge too far, because during the course of the first half I thought Hunslet got on top towards the end of it, and it looked a bit of a daunting task for Sharlston, but credit to all the players on the field today. Every one of them has given their all. Dula absolutely superb in defence with Emblem and Bingham, and just look at this lad coming up to take the Man of the Match award, and it's a sword, and normally swords are given to knights, and I'm sure that Sean Emblem He's one of the knights of the Sharlston side today, taking it forward, done his duties in defence. Absolutely superb performance, well-deserved man of the match. But as I was saying, I thought Hunslet did extremely well in that first half, and they come away with a lot of credit, winning 16-8 at half-time. But it's a game of two halves, as we all know, and Sharlston, they did acquit themselves extremely well in the second half, and they restricted the amount of possession that Hunslet had. When they had it, they capitalised with some superb individual efforts, none more so than Jack Kerman's effort, that I think for me was the final nail in Hunslet's coffin. Great win for Sharlston Rovers, and what a fantastic game of rugby league football. Hunslet Old Boys, they can hold their heads up. They've participated in this final and contributed admirably. But all the applaudits should go to Sharlston. What an absolutely superb performance from every man Jack on that side. What a superb victory. And as they come up the main stand now to receive the trophy, Jeffick comes up, Tom Wandlers, Luke Beecher, they're the first three up. Jack Kermond, great try. Lee Lingard. Nick Taylor, Doola, fantastic in defence with Bingham. And Sean Emblem. Tommy Crowther did his bit. Adam Sainer, Grizzly Adams there. Milburn and Sutton. Bettinson, the coach, must be really pleased with his troops. They've been absolutely superb. Never say die effort. Superbly led by Glassell. Everybody played the part. And what a feeling it is to have the national trophy again in the cabinet. There'll be celebrations all round back at Sharlston Rovers as Glassell lifts the trophy. There it is. You can see the delight on the faces of the Sharlston boys. Absolutely superb victory. Great game for everybody to watch. So from a memorable day here at Batley, where the winners of the National Cup once more are Sharlston Rovers. And the team shot. That's what it means. That's what you work hard all season for. Absolutely superb. Look at that. Yeah. But that's what you work hard for all game. All year, should I say. And when you're playing a game like this and you win the trophy, 16-8 down at half-time, and you come back and you win 26-16. What a fantastic achievement and a great feeling for the boys. Well done.